to another FOC with CCB. We're going to go through this week's new releases due a month from now. The orders are always due on Monday, so if you want to get those in, there's always some discount for variant bundles. And tomorrow, big day, Chris Baccialo will be here in Stayner, Ontario, signing for 4 hours. No, signing for 2 hours, sketching for 2 hours. So we're going to sign for an hour. Then he's going to take a break and sketch about 3 head sketches for the lucky people. Then signing another hour, and then a final hour of sketching. So that is how we're running it. If you can't make the show, you can always buy something online and have and pay for the signing as well. We've been getting a lot of people doing that in the last couple days because they weren't able to make the appearance, but we're hoping a lot of people want to come out and see Chris and meet him. He's going to have some stuff available for sale as well. He's got his own book. He's got art prints. I believe he's bringing some original sketches because he's not doing big full ones, just some headshots. Anyway, should be a good time. Let's do the FOC. Oh, also our drawing competitions, our drawing contests are still going. July 27th is the due date for both Satana and X-Men. If you are not anywhere near us, you can just email an image of your drawing in. That's fine. Take a picture of the cover you bought from us, because I know some people ordered it online, and rather than mailing it back, that's fine. Just take an image. Let's go into the pre-sales, starting off with Marvel. Okay, we got another facsimile, $2.59. Hobgoblin, classic Charles Vess cover. We got the smaller images this round, it seems. We have Amazing Spider-Man Annual 1. It's the second print. I guess people were really digging this. I'm surprised when an annual goes on second print. Blood Hunt. Number 4, Pepe Larraz, second print. If you were paying attention last week, you could have got all the Blood Hunt Red Band second prints. You got full sets, 1 to 5. Daredevil Woman Without Fear number 2 is out. And you only have 2 covers for that one. Deadpool number 5. And this one's been selling pretty well. This new Deadpool series, probably a little bit due to the movie. And this is probably my favorite Dazzler variant so far. I thought a lot of them are a little bit humdrum, in my opinion. And Coca-Cola variants, those seem to be going all over the place with Marvel Comics right now. See, and then you've got your movie variant of the images aren't that big right now. We used the wrong site to transport the images in, so sorry about that this week. But yeah, there's Dogpool. And you've got your Liefeld variant. So you can get all 5 covers for 20% off. You click that guy, and remember, you can always just click it, go to the cart, and then your cart will show up here, and you can check out whenever you feel like it. Get Fury number 4. I believe this is a 5-issue series, so it's coming to a close. We haven't dropped off on sales, but we haven't gained any sales. So people who got it from number 1 are continuing through. Which is better than the drop-off that normally happens. Ghost Rider, Final Vengeance, number 6. I assume that's the last issue. Giant size Thor. We've been getting giant sizes for X-Men, for Daredevil, Silver Surfer. They've just been happening, and we usually sell a couple. I guess that's the way it goes. The Barden variants always have the villains, all the headshots, which is kind of fun. And you got a Simonson variant with Galactus in the background. And I do just want to remind you that we are fully cutting back on new releases on the stands. We're going to be not 100% strict, but pretty strict with putting new books out. We want you to use our pre-sales, subscribe, and I know we're going to lose some customers because of it, but I'm hoping some of those who order from us every Tuesday evening or Wednesday morning will start taking advantage of this. It's just going to help us out as a business because we just got to be more cautious in this economy. So I'm sorry that we're not going to have as big a selection on Wednesday, but we're really cutting back. All right, Cape Venom, number 2. Number 1, second print variant. They're using the Christopher negative. I think we might have 1 or 2 left of the negative. I'm not completely sure. Miles Morales is getting an annual with 1 variant by Dyke Ruan. I like this guy's art. We had some original sketches, but they're gone now. Namer number 2. I haven't had a chance to read number 1 yet. I should have read it last night, but I read the new Zatanna issue number 2 that comes out next week, and Nice House by the Sea, the sequel to Nice House by the Lake. And I enjoyed both of them. So Namer, and you've got a nice homage variant and a P. Craig Russell. I think that might be an image that was used in a previous one. Maybe I'm wrong, because there was some P. Craig Russells in like Marvel Fanfare. But anyway, if you want all 3 covers of Jason Aaron's Namer, there is a bundle for 20% off. Phoenix, number 1 just got released this week, and it has some great covers, and we've been selling a few. Number 2 also has some great covers. I do like this Nyan one. Not familiar with the artist, but that is a pretty great cover. All right, let's keep going. But if you want all 4 covers, 20% off, good deal. This is the fun one this week. Predator versus Black Panther, and there are a bunch of covers. How many covers? We've got 7 different covers. Scotty Young is my favorite, followed by this guy right here, Galman. But I do wish I had a bigger image. I just love the how you see the heat signatures of Black Panther. I thought that was a fun idea. All right, but you can get all 7 for 20% off if that's your bag. Scarlet Witch number 3 is up, and we've got Ortega as a nice cover, and there's another Disco Dazzler, and your Coca-Cola. A and B, those are my jams for that one. But you can get all 4 for 20% off. Spider-Man Reign 2, number 1, second printing. So you get an interior page as the cover. It's a good interior page. I like it. We do have plenty of number 1 first prints left. So if you missed out on reading it, there you go. Spider-Woman number 10, no variants there. Star Wars 49, second to last issue, 3 covers. You got your action figure and your Sprouse. And 1 more issue, and then they're restarting it. Star Wars Ahsoka number 1, second print. They used I believe that was the foil as the second print. And we've got first prints left too, so you don't need a second print. Inquisitors number 1, second print. Ultimate Spider-Man number 8. I believe number 7 comes out next week, along with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles number 1. That's going to be a big one, and we're going to be doing a pizza party and stuff, so hopefully you can make it in on Wednesdays. Ultimate Spider-Man number 8 has 3 covers. I like this Kingpin outline. I actually didn't even notice it at first, but that's pretty cool. 3 copies, 20% off. Second printing for Ultimates 2, and we've got Venom War Carnage. And none of the covers really stand out to me. This one looks familiar to a variant from the Absolute Venom, I think. But you know, Carnage is Carnage. It sells. Venom War Venomous. So you got your Black Widow one. I do like that Agent Venom is back in there. He was always a popular character. We sell the action figures at conventions quite well, and I think we've only got like 1 left. Wolverine Deep Cut number 1, second print. Oh, it sold out, and there you go. It's Claremont's Return to Wolverine, a 3-issue miniseries. I am looking forward to this guy right here, the Exceptional X-Men. I believe this is the one where it takes place in New Orleans, and if you know me, I'm a big fan of the New Orleans little town and its culture. But there are lots of covers. Rose Besh is probably my favorite, and she's going to be in Toronto Fan Expo, and I think that's her first time coming to a Toronto convention, or a Canadian convention. I could be wrong, but I don't remember her coming. But this one's pretty cool too. I guess Godzilla is going to be making the rounds in X-Men Marvel titles. So you're going to have Godzilla. Is Godzilla coming to Marvel? Like, did IDW lose the rights? Not a clue. But anyway, you got Godzilla on Marvel Comics. And then you got your Secret Wars number 9 facsimile. You can go foil or standard. The X-Men, 8 covers, 20% off. You can get all 8. All right, that is the Marvel. Let's jump into DC. This was on last week. maybe the last 2 weeks actually. Batman Off-World, they keep pushing it back. That's another Dan Jason Aaron series. And he will be taking over Superman in that DC All-In kind of thing. Absolute Task Force 7, number 4. I believe this is coming out weekly or bi-weekly. But you've got a bunch of covers, 6 covers, and some of them you just don't have the image for. The Stephen Platts have been the popular ones. Green Lantern 14, he's flying a jet. You've got your Samney variant. Looks very Darwin Cook-esque, I would say. And you've got Ian Churchill. Ian Churchill used to do a lot of DC work. Also, Mikkel Janin. You can get all 4 for 20% off. 0 Hour 30th Anniversary. A little one-shot, prismatic, glossy. So I imagine that they're going to have next week the rest of the variants, because the prismatic variants they have to put a week or 2 in advance because it takes longer to print. Someone's been coming in and asking about DC versus Vampires, and here we go. We've got a new series. Otto Schmidt covers. Those are always nice. I like the Steve Beach. She's looking pretty crazed right there. You got a Jay Lee. I am a fan of Jay Lee. Maybe due to his work on the Dark Tower, Stephen King's Dark Tower. Got a soft spot for that stuff. And you got a foil cover. So, yeah, 4 covers, bundle. There you go. Batman Gotham Bat Gaslight. How many covers we got? 3. 1, 2, and 3. Francavilla and Massafera. Let's check out this Massafera one. How Alex Ross does that look? Very Alex Ross, I would say. You can get all 3 of those for 20% off. And again, I'm going to remind you, our in-store new releases are going to be cut back a lot. And it hurts me a little bit because I like having the selection, but we got to make a bit of a business decision, and it's just what we decide, and we're going to try it out. Batman and Robin. I do like this DeMio. We haven't sold a Batman and Robin off the stands in a while. We have our subscribers, and that's basically all we bring it in for. But that's a great cover. I like the nostalgic kind of look to it. Gotham City Sirens number 2. You've got your Dodson cover. Dodson, well known for working on Harley Quinn and such. And who else do we got? You got Forbes. Someone's dressed up as a rabbit. There you go. A little different take on the ladies. And you've got your Ji-Hung Lee. Yeah, Harley looking crazed. I'm sure some people will order that copy. And then this is the Gam March. We had that as the Prismatic. And then you can see number 4, Prismatic, is up for sale right here. I think we do have to adjust the variant bundle because it shouldn't include that. Yeah, a little mistake on our part. We'll just fix that when I'm done this video. And Beetlejuice is coming to DC Comics. That's the smallest image ever. Anyway, there you can see the first of 2, I believe, 2 Beetlejuice covers in this week. Outsiders number 10. You've got a couple of different variants, just 2. Action Comics. I don't know why I lost my train of thought there. Action Comics 1068. Again, I mentioned it before. I like use of a lot of negative space. So seeing Superman here and then just stars. I'm a fan. And then you got a nice, cute Dodson one. Lois and Supes on the clouds. Frank Cho swimsuit. It looks very Batman 66-ish. You can get all 4 covers for 20% off. DC Vault. Death in the Family number 2. We might get a first appearance in here. I do like this Dan Mora cover. Very classic, very retro. He's finished up his World's Finest run, which would do 30 issues. Who knows what he's doing next? Primer, number 2. And I'm going to be getting this for myself, Bernie Wrightson. I have the original signed by both Wrightson and Ween, but why not get the facsimile? And I'm going to get a foil and a blank as well. But I'm also getting the Beetlejuice. Oh man, sorry. But that's awesome. I love it. There have been 2 Beetlejuice variants, and one is by Chris Baccialo. It's not on FOC yet. Maybe it'll be on there next week. But if you get a moment, search the Baccialo Beetlejuice variant. It's great. But if you want all 4 covers of that facsimile, it's 20% off. And Nightwing uncovered at one shot. So they're going to be a bunch of Redondo covers in there. And this is going to be lenticular. So, a little shifting. Okay, that's DC this week. Let's go to the miscellaneous. There was quite a bit here. So, Barbaric versus Deathstalker. I believe it's written by Slash still. And that gives me no information. But I thought it was still written by Slash. Barbaric it's trying to be picked up. They want, I think, Michael Bay, known for the Transformers. He wants to direct it. And they want Patrick Stewart, and I assume he's the voice of the Axe. So Barbaric has been going up in value a little bit because of that, and that's kind of cool. But seeing Barbaric team up with Slash's Deathstalker could be a fun thing. But the variants get really expensive, and there's an homage to Hulk 181. Domain is a Zdarsky series. Duck and Cover is a new series by Scott Snyder and Albuquerque, and you know them from working on American Vampire. That was a long-running series. I really like this cover. Actually, both the covers to Sonic. It's pretty cool, and you see the eye in the background and the face back here. You don't notice it first, but well done. Well done on the Sonic, whoever is the artist. And I like this kind of panel style. I think that's kind of fun, too. Anyway, Sonic the Hedgehog. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Black, White, and Green. We got a Patrick Gleason cover, which is pretty great. And he does a story inside as well, I believe. Or maybe it was Lee Garbett that has a story inside. One of those 2 people have actual art in the issue. Amory Wars. And how about Berserker, The Lost Book of B, number 1? I think this is a one-shot as well, but it's also brought back the original Berserker team. So you got Keanu, you got Matt, you got Ron, and Bill is the inker. But yeah, exciting to see everybody back. I think that'll be a strong seller. There's foils, there's B variants, there's Erica Slaughter from Something's Killing the Children variant. So if you want all 5 variants, you can get them for 20% off. Power Rangers Infinity looks to be animal based, and you can see the animal paw on top of the helmet there. Sir, this is about jousting and motorcycles, so it looks very manga-esque. Blood Brothers number 2 from Distillery. This is Brian Azzarello and Eduardo Rizzo. This is a pretty cool cover by Dan Panosian. Those books are always expensive because they're larger format and, top tier writers. Life number 1. I thought this was delayed, but, here it is. A new series from Distillery, more sci-fi horror based. White Boat 2 is finally coming out. Number 1 was really delayed and then finally came out. Number 2 is here. Hopefully it doesn't get pushed back again because Distillery is not known for being on time. I did like this variant better than the other ones. Got that nice skull, clouds, and just pretty cool. So horror stuff, that's where you get that. Johnny Quest is coming, and you got a bunch of classic artists working on it. Well, you got Jay Lee. He does a lot for Dynamite now, but you got Tom Rainey, Bob Layton, Richard Pace, so some classic artists doing some variant covers. There's a foil, and you can get all 7 for 20% off. Red Sonja, Josh Middleton. You don't see him anywhere than Dynamite right now, but he's got some nice covers that he's putting out. Cannot lie. I talked about this the other night. Perillo, he used to be so popular, and I guess with the amount of work he put out, it kind of like cut it back. I think this cover will go well. It's one of the sexier covers I've seen him do, and people who buy Perillo like sexier covers. But there's also a nice Chetzoudis. There you go. He's been making the rounds in Dynamite. I think he did some Grimm Fairy Tales as well. The Cohen one's pretty good too. Wife of Perillo. But yeah, you can get all the covers. There's the cosplay as well for 20% off. And if you want the Virgin cover of 671, they're expensive. So there you go. And allocations may occur. Usually we get 1 or 2 when we put an order in. But, you know, if we put in 50 copies, maybe we'll get them all. Final Fight number 2. They went for Sexy Dame on the cover of the B. So we'll see how that does for them. Kardak the Mystic. This is another Archie horror series. So you got a little magician, probably with some ghosts and ghouls involved. High on Life number 3, the video game based comic. I did enjoy this one. Kind of painted style, right? Anyway, I don't know anything about the game. I've not heard of it before, but I know the young kids know all the games. Dick Tracy number 4 is out. This is still a continual seller for us. We have some subscriptions, and people usually pre-order it. Department of Truth 23 went to a second print. I repeated domain, that's already up there. Falling in Love on the Path to Hell number 3. Geiger number 4, 2 covers. Precious Metal number 3. Rifters, we haven't had anybody buy any, but you've got an homage to Kiss right here, so if you're into Kiss, you might enjoy that. And Transformers 11. We don't see the B cover yet, but, you know, Optimus taking on Soundwave. Or Shockwave. Shockwave? Soundwave? I can't remember. So those are the pre-sales. They're all due Monday, and you know, help us out, help yourselves out by guaranteeing your copies, and let's just order comics all the time. And remember, Chris Pachalo tomorrow coming in, signing, sketching, and I'm out. That's it. See you guys.